Welcome aboard, audio viewers. Who will be watching us wherever you're watching us from. Before you is Panerenis, your host, and my guest is none other is those St Joseph Senior Secondary School Buyaga, who is introducing himself. Then we switch to our episode of Panerenis podcast. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Van Rains
Yes.
podcast. My name is Shibta Martin. I'm a director of studies at St Joseph Buyaga Secondary School. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Our dear guest. Briefly, when last month, I think, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
we saw the effect of Honorable Minister of Local Government influencing all schools, all administrative units, the district administrative units being in health, in education. He influenced much, but what caught people's attention was basically on schools aided by government in any way. But in this matter, he he brought a directive that all schools, provided you are aided by government, to stop collecting what is known as PTF funds from
Yes.
students or from parents or from stakeholders. But before you go, you dig deep in the genesis of this. Briefly, tell us what is PTF fund. Then you tell us what it does. Then I think we shall switch from there.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the opportunity granted to us here at St. Joseph. First of all, I want to appreciate you for always coming around and checking on us,
Yes.
seeing the progress of the school. As I told you, my name is Peter Martin and I'm a director of studies. I want to appreciate the work being done by the Honorable Bala, and it is for a good cause. And particularly, I want to maybe brief you about the PTA contribution by the parents. It is not the administration's responsibility that we affect that money, put it the way it is supposed to be. I want to appreciate that he later on guided the schools, to collaborate with the ministry, and in case of any contribution, of course, like he guided, the ministry has to know about that. On 11th August 2026, we had parents because it was an issue at hand, and everywhere people were talking about PTA, that is Parents Teacher Association, that little contribution that schools give to these schools to run. When you look at this, is an association between the parents, the teachers. It's an association. They come together. We appreciate the work being done by the government. So I want to inform you that this school was taken over by the government. Initially, it was a community school, and the community was handling everything pertaining to the activities of the school, paying the teachers. But in 2019, the government came in to give some aid to take over. It took over. That is 2019. And of course, when they took over, they gave some teachers, around 21. And when you look at 2019, the number of this school, if you moved around, you saw the numbers of this school that we have. Right now, as I talk, we are nearly 2,000 students. We are around 2,500 students, and government gave us around 25, 21 teachers around there. But later on, we added. As we talk right now, we have around 29 students. Teachers. And when you now look at the 29 teacher-student ratio, you find that the number of students is too big. And when you look at the teachers that the government has given to the school, cannot manage the students. So teacher-student ratio is quite big, and that ratio cannot, you really see that the teachers of St. Joseph that the government gave cannot manage this number. That's during the teaching and learning process. So that's why the parents come in and they give a hand. We have teachers on the PTA. That's one of the reasons why we have this PTA contribution. we have teachers that the parents are paying. That's through the PTA contribution. Over 30 teachers are here on PTA, including some non-teaching staffs that are here. And that is the fundamental, that's the primary issue, that the PTA money is helping this school. In fact, in years, some years ago, the school was not performing, but because of this very PTA contribution, we bring in these teachers on board on PTA, they come in and we have had remedial programs. That's the same little money that helps, backing up the remedial programs by these teachers on PTA. And that's why you see numbers here. We just don't talk. We talk basing on what is on ground. And that is the principal reason why we really need parents. So in 11th, parents came and we had a sharing, because head teacher was like, I think me, if I remove this PTA, I have no problem. You still we can the school. But the parents saw it not being very, very important and not very good to remove the PTA contribution.
Yes.
So they agreed that the little contribution they will give to the school will help what the government gives to the school to put it on map. You have seen, we have sports. Yes, government helps in backing up sports, but we have a number of activities that's regarding co-curricular activities, and yeah, it's some small money that remains backs up these younger men and boys, boys and the girls to compete, and we have surely seen the work of PTA fund.
Okay, welcome.
Yes.
In your submission, basically, when you look at a PTA fund from how it started, as you submitted to me, about it was how it started and up to where it is, what are the likely challenges or effects, negative ones, if the government and the ministry insist that no?
Thank you.
Yes.
It is a simple thing. It is the same question that the head teacher told the parents on 11th of August. He told them, I think I'm done. I can write off the PTA contribution. And of course, when we talk about PTA now being scrapped, that fund, one, like I told you, the numbers that we have for teachers will go down.
Yes.
And we are going to be in a deficit of teachers. And the few teachers, taking an example, we have some subjects here. I can quote one, like agriculture, we have one teacher. Will a teacher on government payroll teach from senior 1 ABC, senior 2 ABC, senior 3 ABC, senior 4 ABC, senior 5, and senior 6? One teacher, will he be effective? Automatically, no. So those are the consequences that we are likely to face when this PTA contribution is scrapped from the schools. So we have some teachers, one teacher,
Yes,
being paid by the government, but he cannot teach from senior 1 to senior 6, all the streams. It is actually next to impossible.
yes. To our dear viewers, I welcome your board and I say, the parents outside there, from different schools, you have been following what I've been doing from our previous episodes have been doing from different schools. Take a look at Mr. Senior Secondary School, Obut Senior Secondary School, Malasi Senior Secondary School, and today at St Joseph Senior Secondary School, Buyaga. Parents are backing up the process of continued support to schools. What is it to your school? And what do you get from the money, a little money you put to your school, government aided? Our dear guest, our guest has explained much about it. So it is up to you to choose either to pay or not. It is not actually paying. It is either to support the school or not. But the question is, where are you taking your child where you are not going to put even a single coin? Briefly, our dear guest, your last message to our dear viewers, parents, and students who are in government-aided schools? Yes.
Maybe before I give my final regards, it was during admission we received parents, and there is a parent who came here with his children.
Yeah.
I think he removed them from a certain school, and he heard about performance of this school, and he was ignited in his spirit to bring the children here.
I get.
So he came, and when he inquired, yes, we told him this is a government-aided secondary school in Bulambul. So he said, okay, well, so it means government pays teachers and everything is done by government. We say, yes, definitely. Then he said, okay, how much are you, like me, the parent, how much am I meant to contribute for these children? We told him the little money that we expect him as a parent to pay. It was interesting. The parent moved back with his children. Why? Because of the little money that we told him. That
it is true. Some parents don't want to pay.
Say now, it means you people are doing nothing, because we really need, with the parents, to also put in some money that we really want to see our teachers in good condition.
Yes.
And I picked a point. And I saw the hearts of such parents, really. If we had parents of that type who can also come in and give that small backup to their children, the sky will be the limit.
Yes.
Yeah. So to our viewers, I want to appreciate you for taking your time to listen to our words with the media team, and I'm always grateful if we really give attention. See, sometimes when you just judge something without giving attention, looking at the whole thing, you may not have the rightful judgment. But before you judge, before we say, okay, let's remove this PTA, are we seeing somewhere, somehow, the consequences? That's what I really want us as parents to look at, because we look at the future of these children. We appreciate so much the work being done by the government. I personally went through the process of UPE schools.
Yes.
I studied from UPE. I moved to secondary, and I appreciate the work being done by the government. But sometimes if we parents are not really seeing, backing up, having something, being done to help our children also, we really feel, because if you're a parent, I'm very sure if you're a parent who does not give anything to your child,
don't feel attached.
You don't feel attached to that child. And we have also had, maybe before I also conclude, we have had in our analysis, this one I want to be very clear. On our analysis, we have had a number of students passing A level here at St Joseph. My heart grieves because some parents are not attached to these children. They don't back up after passing senior 6.
Yes.
Teachers do their part. But when it comes, because the parent has not has developed that culture of not paying for a child.
Yes.
Now, when this child passes and now qualifies for university,
that transition,
the transition from now secondary to university becomes extremely hard for a parent who didn't pay money to pay millions of money at the university. So, friends, those are the consequences we are likely to encounter tomorrow if we are not attached in terms of payment to our children. Thank you very much. That's a comment I wanted to make.
Okay. To our dear viewers of today, I just saying you've been good, being committed to us. Sure. Stay tuned to Panelist Podcast until you meet us again. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Stay tuned. Blessed.